Hello, hello. Can you guys hear me loud and clear? Today we have a interesting topic. I would say it's a very interesting topic today. Today we are going to talk about debunking pop feng shui. What is pop feng shui? You heard about pop culture. Basically, it's the popular feng shui, popular culture that the new age masters, the so-called masters, they call themselves masters, that has created in this new era of open information everywhere. So I prepared five examples to share with you. All these 5 examples come from these 2 weeks of around these 2 weeks of consolidation. People are asking me, asking me to verify the truthness of the feng shui setup, of the sharing by I don't know who. I really don't know who. Okay, I'm not specifically targeting any consultant, master, or whatsoever. I really don't know who. If I know, I wouldn't have put it up. Okay, if I know, I wouldn't have put it up because then it will be a very personal targeted attack. Yeah, so I am still trying to generalize and try to defend for classical feng shui. That's exactly what I want to do. Okay, so if it offends you, I'm so sorry. Okay, I mean no harm, and not to break your rice bowl whatsoever. I am just generalizing, general sharing, and all these are real questions that students and followers and friends ask me, and I consolidate into the 5 most interesting ones, and I start to share today. Okay, so without further ado, let's jump right in. You see, when we talk about there are I would say there are 2 major kind of feng shui, 2 major separation of feng shui. The first type, which is what we call it the classical feng shui. Classical feng shui means that any feng shui methods or formulas or forms or whatsoever that has been clearly stated and mentioned and well tested in all those classical books and the real ancient wisdom and so forth. Those that are really in text, in ancient texts and so forth. So different, we can even quote like which master mentioned this and what has he went through, and he has did a certain analysis and study based on whatsoever case, and then derive and then well tested for hundreds of years till today and have kept till today. There are really a lot of classical feng shui methodologies that has somehow not been used anymore. Means that they cannot live up to time. You know, when if there's a formula and then people start to use it, the more people use it, the more people don't think that it works, eventually it will be gone, right? So those that after hundreds and thousands of years still remain till today, most likely it works lah, right? Or else it won't stand up. Those are classical feng shui. That means if I am going to do that, if I practice classical feng shui, I can always show you the case studies, the proof, and where has this been applied, and who mentioned this, and all the history and even the lineage of this information, this formula, these classics, this methodology and method formula, whatsoever you call it. Okay, so this is classical feng shui. Then the other one, last time people call it modern feng shui, but I think it's a bit hard to because nowadays more and more people came out with their own interpretation. Okay, but with some good rooting of the classical. In fact, some very powerful masters, consultants in the industry, they like to do some tweaking to the classics because of the new modern era. So this is actually I would say this should be the way. This should be the way because feng shui is an ancient art. We need to see how to use it in modern era. Okay, so I will call this now. I will start to call this the modern way of using feng shui, which I am also trying to based on experience and work it out and the logics behind and see how to work better. Okay, so this is modern feng shui. For example, I'll give you an example. Yeah, the stove example. You know, originally how we recognize the stove direction is by the hole that we put in the lock. Okay, you know, there's a hole. Last time it's a big hole. First of all, there's a big hole on top that you put the pot, a very gigantic pot. Then after you put the pot on top, you will then there's a hole below that you put in the lock to burn. Okay, so that is the original how a stove looks like. So how feng shui work is that we, based on where this hole is that we put in the lock, we fuel the fire. Where this hole is pointing to, that is the facing of the stove. The reason is very simple. That hole cannot be directly facing the entrance of the kitchen because too strong wind, if there's strong wind coming in from the entrance, it will, if this hole is pointing, then the wind might might blow off your fire, right? And the log is very hard to keep the fire burning, and it's not hot enough if there's too strong wind. So then your food is not cooked properly. Your whole clan that eat the food from this big gigantic pot might fall sick, ill, and even die, right? Of food that is not cooked properly. And you know, last time they even eat, they don't know how, which food is poisonous, which is not, and so forth. They even eat like poisonous mushroom. The only way that you can consume the poisonous mushroom is to thoroughly cook it, right? So if it's not thoroughly cooked, you eat the poisonous mushroom, the whole clan all, yeah, go and see your previous clan. Yeah, so this is how important the facing of the pot is. Okay, but then this is classical feng shui. Modern feng shui, do we still have what do you call? Do you still have the stove with this hole that you put in the log? We don't. Do we still worry that strong wind outside your kitchen door that will blow in and kill the fire? We don't also. Because why? Because now kitchen is built inside our house, and our house will not have strong wind like last time. Okay, it's not like under the weather, and we don't have this hole that we put in log, and we don't even have naked fire nowadays. Now we use electronic stove, we use induction stove, right? So then things have changed. We then, after test and error, we found out that oh, actually with a certain tweak, we can still use this concept but apply in a modern setting. So this is what I call the modern feng shui. Okay, and last time, you know, we don't have high-rise building. Okay, last time no high-rise building. Last time we only have flat houses. Okay, one floor flat houses, and then yeah, that was in the ancient times. Really no high-rise, no second floor. Okay, so then feng shui is somewhat designed to see in a landscape manner, right? Flat land and then all this thing. But then now eventually we start to have high-rise. So now we have to see things differently. So in fact, I can tell you all high-rise feng shui is modern feng shui. Almost, I can almost certainly tell you, almost certainly. Okay, almost certainly that high-rise feng shui almost certainly is all modern feng shui. Okay, it's using the classical, but somehow we try to adapt into the current modern era. Okay, so that's modern feng shui. Now, let me explain a bit deeper. Okay, I think it's enough. Okay, it's now. I move on first. Now, then I talk about the third, the other one, which is called the pop feng shui. Just now I say two, right? So it's actually three. Yeah. So because I don't use, I last time previously I've been always saying that these are modern feng shui. When I heard about the pop feng shui thingy, I'll be like, these are modern feng shui. But then somehow I noticed that because there's really an era of a sector of modern feng shui, which I mentioned just now already. That's why now I cut it, make it into three different categories. So we have the classic feng shui, we have the modern feng shui, and we have the pop feng shui. So now three. Yeah. Louis, decided that it's going to be three now. Okay, that's so now we have the new name. I try to coin a new name called the pop feng shui. So what is this pop feng shui, the popular feng shui, okay, or short form pop feng shui? It's like definitely you guys heard about it. It's those new thoughts and all the rojak mix and match of all the things together, and to the point that it doesn't make sense anymore. To the point that we cannot really find sense in it. I have been reading more than 200 different classical books and the new books and so forth, and old books. I cannot find any linkage anymore. Yeah. Or it's really like they build their own culture. You know, they build their own culture, they build their own follower based on their own methodology. They create their own methodology, that kind. Okay, so I call them the pop feng shui. Most, I would say almost all of the pop feng shui appears in the recent era. That means maybe about, especially these couple of years, pop feng shui is really gaining traction. Okay, high traction, maybe because more people getting aware about Chinese metaphysics, and more masters call themselves masters. Yeah, so they start to act differently. They start to be unique, and they start to, and too many of information sharing online. So in order to stand out, you need to share information that are unique. That's how things start to get unique. Yeah, because they want to be unique, and being too unique is going to be another problem. And also because of mass information everywhere, sometimes even these so-called masters, they might not have mixed and matched the right information. Okay, that's how they came out with their own version of Roja. Yeah. By the way, I am also one of them. So take my words with a pinch of salt. Yeah, I might be just one of them. Okay, but I've been trying my best to defend classics, the classic feng shui. So that's what I actually want to do. If it's really too out of the world that I can't even accept it, then I will point it out, which is what I'm going to do today. Okay, the five. Without further ado, let's jump in. Any questions so far? Are you guys okay with what I'm going to talk about today? Today, a client suddenly visit me and brought me Yangsen Juhua Cha. So nice. Okay, so let's start. The first pop feng shui that I want to debunk is the related to annual flying stars. Okay, there's this I've heard about this saying that when a certain year and a certain month stars overlap, then it will bring disaster. Okay, specifically the 5 and the 2 the star 5 and star 2. So when a month star and a year star overlap, it will bring disaster to everyone. Okay, there's some truth there. That's why I said sometimes it's there's a bit of truth, but then over exaggerated, and then and also what is the word to use? Sensationalization. Sensationalization. Wow, that's a long word. I think I spell it correctly. I mean, I pronounce it correctly. Sensationalization. Okay, so it's over exaggerated and too much of sensationalization, and also using the fear tactic to gather mass appeal. Wow, see, my Angmo so good. Yeah, in order to gather mass appeal, they then have to sensationalize it and what did I say just now? Yeah. So okay, now let me share with you what classical feng shui say about this thing. When it's actually correct when 5 and star 5 and star 2, when they overlap in the month star and the month star and the year star overlap, it will somehow bring difficult times. But now the thing now is that again, I don't know who wrote this, but I saw a short cut out of that message. Maybe they don't want to let me know which master mentioned it. There's some truth in it. Okay, first of all, there's some truth in it. The thing now is that in the message it mentioned that everyone in this month will feel this. That's not what feng shui is. Okay, because the same energy is everywhere. As in all the energy will be there. All the energy will be there. The thing is that it will only affect a certain people, certain kind of house setting, certain position, certain direction, and certain location. It's just keep on shifting and shifting and shifting. Because in this whole universe, we have all the energies. It's just at different timing, different location. So when you generalizing and said that, you create fear, basically, this our message create fear. And because of all this fear that gives shadow to metaphysics, right? It's like, oh, it's every time about bad things, and then, oh, everyone is going to get it. It's doomsday, that kind. No lah, please lah, don't create fear in such a manner. This is a wrong way of educating. Okay, if you want to send out message to help the world, to help people, don't generalize it in such a manner and don't instigate fear. Okay, that's something that I don't like. When I saw this message, the first thing I was like, how can you do this kind of thing? How can someone actually do this kind of thing to instigate fear? You cannot say that at certain month, everybody is going to fall sick. Everybody is going to fall sick because the star 2 is seeing star 5. So then everybody is going to fall sick. Be careful. Yeah, everybody is doomed. Yeah, no, it's not like that. First of all, different house, different facing, different direction, and so forth will then have different kind of impact. So for example, if let's say the door is facing a certain direction, so then you are more prone to have this. Then this happen, and then who and what do you do in that location? What do you see, and so forth? Then yes, that means it's a small portion of people. Okay, it's a small portion of people that fit into all these criteria, which of course you need a consultant or master to go and analyze and then tell you the criteria. Then you will be affected. Okay, and then by saying so, this is basically the month star, month and year star in play. There's actually remedies. Okay, it's not a panic driven kind of oh no, this situation happens, panic mode, everyone need to be panicked. That kind of message that tell people that, oh, this month then everyone will fall sick, this is creating panic. So I'm trying to debunk. You don't need to get panicked. It's not doomsday. Okay, and not everybody will get it. And to mitigate is also not that difficult. Okay, it's actually not that difficult to mitigate. So yeah, the month and the year flying star. So because they only come in a short time, especially you see the month star coming in that month only, so it needs time to pick up and need time to go down. So and also that place, where is it located? Most likely is talking about the center of the center, what do you call, the center palace. Okay, because then you look at it, the center palace is where 2 is. So 5 flying in most likely is August. So then you will, which is now, which then you get the 5 and the 2 overlapping at the center. Now, so yeah, that's why I say don't get panic. Okay, it's not like one, like, oh, this thing fly in, everybody got it. You know, the message is like, oh, everybody is going to get it, so it's going to be doomsday. You just need to be careful. You know, it's driving traffic using fear. Yeah, at stake, when, and feng shui is at stake. This knowledge, ancient knowledge, is at stake. So this is very bad. Yeah. Okay. Now let's talk about the center, which is it comes down to my second topic. The first topic is I got five debunk that I want to do. The first debunk is it's not doomsday. You need to always understand, and it's not like one for all for one. Everybody get it. Oh, when this thing happen, everybody get it. Now you see, it happens in the center. What if it happened in the, for example, north sector? Okay, southeast sector. Okay, if it's a southeast sector, which 5 is there. If let's say a 2 flies in, does it mean doomsday? Everybody? No. Then if that is so, then it doesn't matter in which sector anymore, right? It doesn't matter anymore. So any sector also can. So then as long as these two combine, voila, doomsday. No lah, it's not that simple lah. It makes feng shui sound so simple and so horrible. Okay. Second, the second topic is the center palace. Okay, it comes to a second topic already. Center palace. So the message that I saw, the post that I saw that they forward to me, it says that the center staircase, the center palace, if it's a staircase or bathroom, then it's going to be disaster. Okay, so it's disaster because the toilet is in the center, or the stairway is in the center. Who tell you that? In which classic it mentioned that? By the way, these two items don't appear in classic. Okay, I don't know if you guys know or not, but in the ancient classics, toilet never appear in the house. Toilet is always outside the house, right? So there's no such thing as toilet in the center of the house. So there's this the second debunk, second topic that I want to debunk is center palace. If you see stairway or toilet, then the whole house will be no good. Okay, because the chi no good. Okay, so now question, in the classics, does it say so? No, never, because there's no toilet in the house in the classic. All toilets are outside the house. In fact, you shit and then you know, if you stay nearby the river, then the toilet will be at the river. You poop, drop into the river, feed the fishes, right? If you are in the forest, then you'll be like deep inside the forest, behind your house. So you have to run to the toilet, like, you know, a small little hut, and then you have to go up. You have to go up the stairs, and then you poop in the toilet, and then you drop below. And then normally below there will be you know, the chickens and all the animal will went, the pigs and all this will be below. That's exactly the reason why it's always called 上厕所. Okay, 上厕所. Why not 下厕所? Okay, 上茅房. The reason is because last time it's always steps. You go up, and then you go up already. There's a hole. You poop, it will drop downward. Okay, that's why it's called 上厕所, right? And then below they will actually build the below for they rear pigs and goose and chicken and so forth, and they poop inside. Yes, and then the animals will eat your poop. That's exactly what it is in the ancient times. Okay, so I am pretty sure that there is no classics that written in a way that if the toilet is in the center of your house is no good. Okay, this is impossible. Yeah, ancient time toilet is in the bushes. Yes. So then toilet is out. Let's look at the staircase. Staircase also, last time no staircase, because last time got no upstairs. Last time never got upstairs. So it will never be like, oh, if let's say a staircase is in the middle of the house. So how did this derive? Okay, how did this derive? They wipe with leaves, no toilet paper. Yeah, they wipe with their hands actually. Yeah, hand and then go and wash. Oh, then, but water is also a bit difficult in the ancient times. In ancient times, they don't have like a lot of water. Yeah, maybe just leaves. Leaves, branches. You use a twig to go and dig. I mean, okay, let's don't go into that. Okay, so yeah, so in ancient times, there's also no stairways inside the house. Okay, so all these are, I would say, more, first of all, we don't go into pop feng shui first. We move this into modern feng shui. Okay, because in modern feng shui, we have all this setting. So we need to think out of the box and make use of the ancient wisdom to derive how to use this. Now, it's actually clearly stated in the classics that, okay, by the way, all this context is based on flying stars. Okay, the post is all talking about flying stars. Now, based on the classics, how does flying star works? First of all, very important, if you guys are taking notes, this is something that very important. For a lot of feng shui methodology, including flying stars, for it to work, it must be contained. It must be contained within a given area. Then it will work. Okay, it must be. As long as you cannot contain it, it doesn't work. What does this mean? It means that, for example, if let's say you have a basketball court. Okay, basketball court. So in a basketball court, and this open space basketball court, like those in primary, secondary school, open space basketball court. Okay, so can you, based on the basketball court, and put a flying star there? Cannot, yeah, you cannot do that. Okay, for example, you have a farm, okay, an open space farm. Can you say you put a flying star there, and then this corner you actually the north this corner you have this energy, that corner you have that flying star? Can or not? Cannot. It doesn't work that way. You must be able to contain the chi first. Okay, must be containable. That means 4 walls with roof. Okay, contain it. Then you can have flying stars in different sectors. You know that flying star definitely have to go into sectors, right? Why must be contained? Because then there is a boundary. It must have a boundary. Okay, if there's no boundary, how do you know that area is north and not further down? You don't know where is north. There's no ending to north. And that also means that you cannot find the center. And cannot find the center, that you basically cannot fly the stars. Very important is the center. Flying stars, the first important thing that I mentioned is the container, must contain, take note. The second thing is you must be able to find the center. Okay, right at the center of the given space that is being contained. Now you have contained already, you need to find the center. Because all the energy starts from the center. Okay, this is not something that a lot of masters share, but it's actually written in the classics. Okay, in fact, quite a few books wrote about this, but not a lot of people actually, know about this, especially in the modern era, because modern era learn from other people. You don't deep dive and do research yourself. Okay, you start to like I learn from this, I like to learn from that, and then a lot of masters now they want to cut their course short, so they take out a lot of information. So then they just tell you how to fly your star. Now the best, don't even need to fly a star. Use an app and you'll fly it for you, right? So a lot of people totally lost don't know how the star flies, and so forth. Now you need to be very clear and aware that the stars always fly starting from the center. It always flies starting from the center. What does it mean? In a given space, all the energy will always locate. That means all the stars, all the 9 stars will hit the center first and then disperse out. You know how the star flies? A lot of people don't know anymore. So then from the center, it then flies out to all the location. The energy really goes this way. Come to the center, disperse out. Come to the center, disperse out. So annual star, come to the center, disperse out the energy. Okay, one star, come to the center, disperse out to all the corners. That's how flying star works. Okay, so we don't like, if let's say the center portion is fully closed up. That means the center portion, okay, for example, the center portion, there's a window that can access to the outside world. Okay, just assume you have a landed house. In the center is a room with only a small little opening window at the rooftop. Okay, that means energy can come in because there's a rooftop opening. Imagine that, energy comes in. And after energy comes in, this room is forever locked because it's a storeroom. Right in the middle of the property, there's a storeroom, forever locked, don't open, chi cannot come out, okay? And then there's a window that access to the top so that the chi actually literally comes in. So the chi come in there and then the stars cannot fly out. What does it mean? It means that the whole house got no chi, no flying star energy, right? Because this center is being locked. So is it good or bad? It's bad, right? Now, when it talks about these two things, just now you mentioned toilet and stairways. Toilet, somehow I would think that there's still a bit of logics there. still a bit of logics, which says, because in a toilet setting, normally toilet is a very yin energy, and toilet is very hard for energy to converge because it's always flushing away. So we are taking away energy, and it's very yin there. Okay, there's foul smell and all this. Every time you talk about toilet, you'll be thinking about the smell. Okay, especially in the ancient time, toilet is really very you can think about how the Chinese in the ancient China, their toilet, that kind, you go there, you cannot use the public toilet outside because it's literally like, wow, it has a wow factor. Yeah, so that's toilet for you. So if let's say the center is the toilet where all the stars have to go there first and fly out, that means it all carries the shit bacteria. So it's not a very good idea. Okay, this one makes sense. Okay, this one makes sense. So normally toilet, we will close it. And with the enclosure, the stars cannot fly out. Even if it's fly out, it's maybe contaminated. Okay, so fine, this still makes sense. But then, stairway. What the hell is why stairway cannot? In fact, I can tell you, in my perspective, Louis perspective, stairway in the middle is good. When we have a stairway, what does it mean? It means that our first floor is directly connected to the second floor using this chamber. This is a very open space, okay, where energy can converge. The upstairs, downstairs, energy converging. Energy is moving. The stairway is where energy can flow freely from upstairs to downstairs, downstairs to upstairs. It's a place where energy exchange. So isn't it good to have a stairway right in the middle, right? So now you need to understand that the actual basis of feng shui and how it actually works before you come up with all this funny thing. So I would say the first topic out of 5, the first topic I was talking about the month star and the year star. Yes, it works, but then only on certain people, not everyone. Don't create panic. That's the first topic. The second topic, which is now this one, if let's say it's a toilet, yes, it's a toilet, then yeah, it's not really good. But then stairway, they're talking about staircase and toilet, no good. It's wrong. Staircase is good. This is like totally opposite. We need a good flow of qi. So now we have a good flow of qi, and then you say no good. So this is wrong, yeah. That's why I say a lot of people, even the so-called masters themselves, they come from, their information and knowledge come from internet, come from hearsay and so forth, and then deriving without making logical sense. Then we have a problem, and then they start to create followers and a huge crowd. How to pronounce the word? A huge cult, C-U-L-T, cult, a huge cult followers, and then all do follow the wrong thing, and then end of the day there's a new trend in the industry. Okay, so this is very unhealthy. Hi Cindy, how about middle of the house is the corridor? Good. In the classics actually stated, this one based on classic, classic stated that middle of the house you need to be able to have to 四通八达. That means you'll be able to access and connect to everywhere within the property. That is the best. So if corridor in the middle, good, it's connectivity. Okay, so the middle, normally we want to keep it airy. That's why in the ancient, we call it the 四合院. You know, ancient times in China, there's a lot of 四合院. What is in the center? Center, literally, there's a big opening, and they even put a well there, right? They like to put a well in the middle or plant a tree in the middle. Okay, the reason is because the center, they want to keep it free and airy. Okay, so that the energy can be well received, and then from the center disperse out. That's exactly what they are doing. They want to do. That's why 四合院 center empty. All the feng shui formation you see in China, ancient China, the center is always very airy one. That's exactly what we want to do. Okay, so keep the center as open as possible. Then you have good feng shui. Okay, so the second comment that I want to debunk is the stairway and bathroom. Bathroom is correct, stairway is wrong. Okay, so we always talk about balancing. We want to balance the what do you call? We want to do a balancing of how do I? Okay, because I want to talk about this. There's also this statement. There's also this statement that I saw that says that, oh, if let's say the center there's a good star, so you have to do an activation in the center. This is also terribly wrong. Center at Bright Hall. Center Bright Hall is good, Monica. Center Bright Hall good. So there's also this. I've also read about it. This is another master already. Okay, mentioned that if there's a good star in the center, then you do an activation in the center. Can you do so? This is totally wrong. Okay, why? You come back to the topic. Come back to the topic of all the stars, all the energy come to the center first and then disperse out. Okay, and then if let's say you activate the center, that means you purposely put an activator in the center. You put light a candle in the center. What is going to happen? That means all the stars that fly in through the center will be activated first before they fly out, good or bad. Okay, that means negative star also will be triggered. That means the whole balancing of the stars and energies within that premises will then be in a mess. It'll be all haywire. Okay, the center, we want to keep it airy, clean, and not cluttered, and you don't purposely go and trigger the center, which is bad. You don't purposely contain the center. That means you purposely lock it up, the room or whatsoever. It's no good. You purposely do activation right in the center. It's also no good, because then it creates the imbalancing. It's a mess. All the stars is being activated before they flew out. So it's going to be a mess. And all the stars will be activated, good or bad. Okay. So the center, try not to purposely do activation. It's okay that you have a machine there or a fan there or whatsoever that you use in a normal situation. But if let's say you purposely go and do an activation for a purpose to trigger something, then no. In fact, the classics actually mentioned that if let's say there's a star in the middle, you don't need to do anything, don't need to go and activate it or whatsoever. Okay, so there's a reason, because the center, when you activate, is going to create mess. Okay, it's going to create a mess. So don't do that. All right. So far so good for my two topics. If okay, then I move on. Wow, it's already 10:30. My God, time flies so fast. Okay. So yeah, activating center is actually harmful and ineffective. It's not effective. In fact, it might bring harm. All right. So the third one, which is the most interesting of all, out of the 5, the center one I put the most interesting, which is called the 7-star robbery. Okay, I tell you, I've heard from multiple people sending me posts of other masters, different masters, talking about this 7-star robbery. Someone must have started it. Okay, I don't know which bugger started this idea of 7-star robbery. Everybody can activate. Okay, it's not that simple lah. You think 7-star, oh, you can just go 7-Eleven, buy and then activate, voila, you got 7-star. It's not, 7-star robbery doesn't, it's not so simple. Okay, not so like you just easy peasy go and buy, trigger, voila, you get it. No. Okay, there are, I've actually saw quite a lot of posting about this 7-star. Some say that, oh, you can go to this place and then there's good 7-star there, and then you just stay there and then you get the 7-star energy. We are talking about shopping mall and so forth, which cannot happen. The reason, again, when we talk about 7-star, okay, in terms of feng shui, it's that it must fit quite a lot of criteria. Okay, the one first most important criteria is the facing or sitting of that property. Facing or sitting can only, there's only very extremely limited facing or sitting that can have a potential of 7-star robbery. So I've heard some people posting that says that, oh, this month the stars fly in this direction. So then this tree area, you have the 7-star. It fits the 7-star formation. So this month, you just need to be there, or you just need to light candle at this location, voila, you get 7-star. It's not that. I'm sorry to say no. Okay, 7-star, first most important criteria is the property, the unit must be of a certain facing. And I tell you how rare the facing is. For period 7, there's only one facing out of 24 mountain. Okay, there's only one facing that actually has the 7-star potential. In period, for property that are in period 8, there's only two facing that has the 7-star potential. Okay, in period 9, there are three facing that has the 7-star potential. That's it. Okay, so period 9 actually got more 7-star potential. Period 7 only one. I do have my charts, okay, but I did just now before I start this, I take a quick look at period 6, 7, and 8. Okay, those that have my Lopan, you know, my version 1 Lopan that I patent, the Lopan that I patent and manufacture. Okay, inside there's a 7-star direction. So from there you can easily tell. I have the formula on the Lopan already. You can easily tell period 7 there's only one location, one direction that has 7-star potential. Then period 8 only 2. Period 9 only 3. Okay, so that's it. If you don't have that facing or sitting direction, forget about 7-star. You won't get it one. Okay, you won't get it. If it's so easy, everybody will be rich. There will be like billion of Eon masses, and not one only, right? Billions of Eon masses. Okay, so now the some random masters are posting saying that, oh, this month there's flying star flying like that. So this tree, the 7-star position where the stars full in, okay, then wonderful, you can tap on it, and then that month you actually get 7-star. Wow, so easy, man? No, the house facing direction and sitting direction must be in line. Okay, and for 7-star to work, not just by lighting candle, putting water, it doesn't work that way. Okay, energy come from the 7-star robbery is to bring in all the different energies from the external into your property. So the property, in order for it to have the capability of pulling that in, your property must have a certain direction. Okay, if not, it won't pull in. So first criteria, certain direction. Second criteria is that all the 3 location where the 7-star can be triggered, all the 3 location must have opening, at least 2 out of the 3. At least 2 of the location must have direct access to the external. That means it's a doorway or a window that access to the external. Okay, then the third one, you can use a trigger. You can, for example, light candle. Normally it will be lighting candle, or put a stand fan that moves, okay, or put a water with a pump, okay, depending on which sector it is. So out of the 3, at least 2 opening. One, you can do a manual activation. Then you activate trigger, and then the 7-star can come in. And then the center is very important. The center must be airy and connected, because the 3 energy from the 7-star need to combine at the center. So all these criteria must hit first, then 7-star robbery will appear, or else it will not. And when 7-star energy appear, it's humongous. It's very extremely powerful energy. Okay, a lot of misusage of all these big names. Misusage. So basically, they just, in order to create mass appeal, they just take any big name, whack, and then say this, and then without, they don't need to take no need to be accountable for one, just anyhow say. Yeah, 7-star not so easy lah. If not, then everybody rich already, rich like hell. Okay, I will be rich. I don't even need to talk to you. I'll be like Elon Musk will take his private plane and jet and come here and have dinner with me. Yeah, I'm sorry, it's not that easy. Okay, you must have the direction, the opening, and then the trigger, the activation center must be able to converge the three energy, and then a lot of things. Then 7-star, you get it. Not like everybody can do one. Okay, not every property can do. Hi, Louis. Will the center sector energy be better if the toilet is not used? Windows and doorway keep open. Yes, if you really have a toilet in the middle, okay, then you don't really use it. Then you keep it open, like then it's okay. But then how many toilets do you have? You got like 5 toilets. Then you can tear it down, cover the WC hole and make it into a study area. Yeah, then it's good. Then you can even work there. Yeah, but the thing is, first of all, a house with a toilet in the middle is quite rare lah. Okay, it's not the common design, especially for Singapore. I know some that are like 1 or 2 era of the HDB, they have this stupid design. Yeah, the 2 toilets is in the middle. Yeah, but not a lot. So if really that happens, just keep it clean and airy. Okay, open window, open door, keep it airy. Yeah. Then the problem is normally we will advise homeowners not to open the toilet door because we don't want the yin energy to come in and the yang energy to escape, and then the area is actually for flushing. Yeah, but no choice. If let's say it's in the middle, then you need to keep it airy and fresh. Okay. Yeah. Time is running out. I need to quickly run through. Okay. So Xiu Yan. Okay. Then so yeah, 7-star robbery. Any master that say, or that month happened, that fly in, or what, that day, that year, then wow, everybody got 7-star. Again, this is like, how can it be everyone? You get what I mean? If it's everyone, then everyone will be Elon Musk, right? It's not everyone. This is a wrong generalization again. Okay, sensationalize and generalize. Like the first debunk that I mentioned. Wow, if let's say the star overlap, then suddenly everybody is going to doom. It's going to bad health. Not that easy lah. Okay, then this one, the 7-star, wow, when this month, this overlap, suddenly everyone got 7-star. Not that easy lah. Okay. I heard Sengkang Punggol area quite a lot. Yes, I've seen before lah, but not a lot lah. I would say not a lot. There's only about like 1 era. That means that 5 or 7 years, that era, HDB built in that era is like that. Then after that, no more. Okay. So then comes the easier one. The hard one is the 3, which I already completed. The easier one, figurines. Placing of figurines. This one is really pop culture, pop, what do you call it? Pop fengshui. Like, placing a toad with only 3 legs. I don't know why 3 legs. Then cannot walk properly, cannot stand properly, 3 legs. I don't know why. Then and also the funny, like placing a drawing of a fishes swimming inward. Yeah, must be swimming inward. Swimming outward cannot. Yeah, because swimming outward, the wealth, which is water, swimming outward, water go out, cannot. This is all pop feng shui. The whole thing now, which I want to explain is, if it's a painting, we are looking at paper. Paper is wood. It's not water. There's no water there. Even if it's using watercolor, the water dry out already. And then for the fishes painting, the fishes only you know is fishes. To me, it might look like tadpoles, or I don't know, look like leaves. It's how you perceive. Okay, so yeah, it's how you perceive. It's the same for figurines. Figurines is how you perceive. To me, it's a piece of plastic. Okay, like for example, I tell you a very next time I start trend to play Starbucks items. Yeah, good. Starbucks item. Yeah, talk about Starbucks. I jump back a bit to the which one? Never mind. I just quote this. Now I suddenly remember when Enchi mentioned Starbucks. There was I also read about this post that says can go to Starbucks and then because there's a 7-star robbery energy. Come on lah. When Starbucks is always open. Okay, come back to the point whereby for feng shui to work, the chi must be able to converge in a given area. If a Starbucks is in the middle of the shopping mall, and then how do you know which direction is Starbucks? Right, the energy is flowing. That means in order you must be able to contain. There's no door for Starbucks. I don't see any Starbucks with doors. I mean those fully closed. Of course, if it's a unit by itself, like like in Malaysia or in Thailand, even in China, they like to have a building by itself. Then yes, that Starbucks you can have, but also you cannot talk about the 7-star robbery there, right? Because then it's different sector. But in Singapore, most Starbucks are like in shopping malls. It's like a booth like that, and then the air freely flow. How do you get the direction there? You cannot be based on Starbucks boundary, because the air will not see the boundary. The air will move, the chi will move everywhere. So when you can't even determine the sector there, you can't even form the sector there, how do you know that the chi actually is good for 7-star robbery? You can't even denote what chi is there, how to have 7-star robbery. So it's like, wow, fantastic. Some people. Okay, we come back to the figurine. You see, the chit chat, normal chit chat. People are saying that I jump around. Yes, I do. I do, because sometimes I think about that, then I speak about this and that. Yeah, so anyway, we talk about the figurine. So now, I give you a very epic experience that I have, real life experience. There was once I went to a client's house to do feng shui. So when I was there, I saw that there's two figurine at the entrance. Okay, at the entrance. Let's don't need to talk about the direction first, just the two figurine. So I was like, this looks like a feng shui positioning. Okay, so I asked the owner, oh, so previously you engaged a feng shui master to take a look at your house feng shui, is it? Then he said, yeah, how do you know? So I said, oh, because I saw that there's this I saw that this two animal figurine at your entrance. But why did the previous master tell you why they put what was it? Why they put why they put a pig and a dog there? That's exactly the exact animal that I say. Why do they put a pig and a dog there? I was trying to understand, decipher what has been done in that feng shui so that I can understand what has went wrong and what has contributed to the issues, and then need me to come and rectify, right? So I saw these two figurine. So I was like, so why do you know why they put a pig and a dog there? Then the homeowner, in a very polite manner, actually it's an ox and a goat. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. They just look like pig and dog to me. So it was like, I was laughing inside, deep inside, I was almost dying. Please kill me. The two figurine, if that client, that homeowner happened to see my this session, TNT session, I'm so sorry, but I was literally laughing out loud, LOL, laughing out loud and rolling on the floor laughing deep inside. Okay, it was like, it really looks like, one look I thought is a pig and a dog. That's why I asked why put a pig and a dog figurine there. Now, this again emphasized what? It emphasized that your figurine is literally out of the world. In actual fact, they just look like two pieces of plastic to me. What makes you think that that one is a goat and that one is an ox? It's just two pieces of resin or plastic or whatever you call it. It's not even an animal. So then does it have any effect? I don't think so. If you really want an ox and a goat, I'd rather you put a branded leather bag there to represent the ox, because at least the real leather of the ox is there, and you put a sheepskin rug there, at least it's a real sheepskin rug with the DNA still there, right? You put two figurine, what can the figurine do? Aiyo, that's like, we don't even need to think about the location, direction, or the homeowner's parts. No need, you just look at the figurine and then it's just two pieces of resin. What the hell is the two pieces of resin doing that? That's exactly what I'm thinking. And then, so does figurine really work? I don't think so. I'm sorry, I don't think so. This is pop feng shui. And in no classics that ever written about all this figurine placement. Never. Picture placement, figurine, all this happened in the new era, in the new era. That means it only happens in in this decade. Not decade, sorry. In this, it has lifespan of less than 100 years. That means maybe 50 years ago, somebody started this idea about figurine, about painting, about all this crap. It's like they put a painting of the fishes flowing in, swimming inward, the head facing in, so that wealth can come in. So but it's paper, it's not water. Okay, so it was really like laugh out loud on the floor rollings. The pig and the dog, I mean the goat and the ox. So it's two pieces of rubber, plastic resin or whatever you call it. And then pagoda, there's I know some masters that like to sell pagoda. They said pagoda can actually bring wealth and opportunity. Okay, wealth and opportunity. Then they place the pagoda in a certain direction, location in the house, based on the year and so forth. Again, it's pagoda, man. It's a piece of resin. In the ancient text, okay, it did state that if at a certain direction of your house, you look out, you can see a tall building with good vantage point. Okay, good vantage point, that's a keyword. Good vantage point in that direction. Basically, your house will be good. Okay, feng shui in a certain manner, and then it will attract opportunities, wealth and opportunities. Okay, then the new era idea came out like, oh, I cannot have a pagoda there. Never mind, I make a small little tiny resin pagoda and I place there. Voila, wealth generating. Not so simple lah. The reason behind the ancient text why that direction have pagoda is good, because not pagoda, the high vantage point, because that means that place is where normally when you have high vantage point, that place is typically looking out at the chi mouth. Okay, after the pagoda is the chi mouth. Then you need high vantage point, then you can see far, enemy attacking from that area or anyone coming in from that area. So you need high vantage point. So the building there, that means there's a in that direction, okay, you will then see the chi mouth. And then also there's opportunity because you are near the pagoda, near the high vantage point, means that you got a lot of job to do. You got a lot of opportunity to do things. Okay, that's why if let's say you build a house near to a pagoda in a certain direction, then it's a very wealth opportunity generating. That's because of the ancient geographical setting. Now you place the resin pagoda at that location. Make what sense? You tell me lah. Make what sense? Make no sense. Yeah. So that's how the new and the old people start to come out with funny ideas, which I cannot comprehend. What I say, good English. I cannot comprehend. Okay. So that's figurine. Then so far okay. Before 11 I want to finish. Then the next one is a 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I mentioned 4 already. The last one is color. Okay, the first one is the stars overlapping bring sickness, everyone kena. That one is crap. The second one is center have stairway, no good, crap. Okay, the third one is the 7-star robbery, joke. It's a joke. And then the fourth one is figurine. Okay, it's resin. Okay, it's not figurine, resin or painting. Okay, this is also another crap. The last one is color. Okay, color a lot of y'all know already, this one. Colors actually got very extremely low effect on actual China's on feng shui, Chinese metaphysics feng shui. Okay, the reason is because by the way, there is no ancient text that mention about colors. Don't have. Okay, anyway, let's come back to the colors. The last one. Okay, colors. You see, the ancient text has never mentioned about colors. It only talked about the 5 elements. Okay, the 5 elements will represent whatever energy on which location and so forth. Yeah, the 5 elements. Okay, now it's only the current era. No question further up. Is there any karma consequences where you use 7-star robbery to rob the chi from outside? Is there more question on top? The white with leaves, ancient toilet. Middle of the house is a corridor, which is good. Oh yeah, star 2 and 5 use metal to tame. Star 3 argument use fire to weaken. Then star 7 how to tame. Oh, Celine, I'm not talking about star 7. I'm talking about 7-star robbery. Okay, let's answer Enchi's. Is there any karma consequences when using 7-star robbery to rob the chi? Yes and no. Yes and no. Okay, the method that we use in a proper method is basically to direct and guide the energy in. This one is okay, to guide and direct the energy in. That means we create the right environment for the right energy to come in from these 3 locations to come in, and then we guide them together in the center and then trap all the other energies so that we can make use of it. I would say this is more of a natural kind of way. We just direct and guide them in. We are not really going against the what of the universe, the what of the universe, what is the word? The rhythm of the universe, the flow of the universe. We are not going against the flow of the universe, so it's not. But then 7-star robbery, there's also the other side. Okay, there's also the spiritual side, whereby they forcefully capture the chi in. Okay, which I'm not going to discuss today. Okay, there's also a spiritual method. Okay, a spiritual method of how you can forcefully capture them back. Okay, so capture them back so that you can make use of it. So that one will then it might, I don't know, I haven't in order to know, I need to go and die first. Then I get to the other side of the world. Then I will, looking back, then I can tell you, oh yeah, karma really attacked. Or else I cannot be sure. I cannot be 100% sure. But at least I know that there's these 2 ways. Okay, the natural way of guiding them in, I felt that this is a more natural manner, which is actually stated in the ancient classics, and a lot of masters have been practicing. So I think this is still okay. But then, like I said, there's also some other methods spiritually, they forcefully trap and so forth. That one is not very well practiced, and normally they might have bad effects. So maybe that's what we call karma. Okay, that's how you see it. That's how people see it. It's just a name, karma. But then we talk about bad effects. Is there any later bad effects or so forth? Those normally will have a higher chance of bad effects. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I move on. Monica, you're talking about that, right? You see, now I forget what I'm saying about already. Colors. Come back to colors. The last question. The last debunk. So okay, about colors, yeah. There's no classics that ever mentioned. It's always about the 5 elements. Okay, then it's only in recent maybe 50 years or 60 years, 80 years at most or so, people start to talk about colors. Now, the funny thing that I want to address is the 5 elements. Yeah, okay, we know that the red color, which is warm, is fire. Okay, so okay this one still okay. The warm color is fire. Now let me ask you, what color is earth? Earth is like clay, brownish, yellowish color. But that is warm color also. Isn't that fire? So how do you differentiate earth and fire? Where do you draw the line? What is orange? Orange is fire or earth? Jialat. How? You tell me how. So there's no clear definition, you know. Then we come wood. Wood, is it green? No. Wood, we are talking about the tree trunk. Wood color is actually wood, you know, it's like brownish. Xiao liao. Then the wood and the earth even closer. How do you differentiate a brown is wood brown or earth brown or brown with a bit of more to the warm side, which is fire? Xiao liao, this tree. How do you differentiate this tree? Okay, then that's a problem. Then how do you use color? You tell me, how do you use color? If I wear a brownish yellow or a brownish orangey pants, shirt, okay? You tell me lah, is fire or earth or wood? Tell me. Then water. What color is water? Water supposed to be transparent lah. You see ice got color or not? You see mist got color or not? Right? The pure water also got no color. Okay, so all the different form, the air form, the water form, the solid form, all got no color. And then what are you going to name the color of the water? No color. So then people say, water supposed to be, then water we use black color. Why? What makes you think that black is water? Who tell you black is water? Where do you see water black color one? Where? You tell me where? Even the Dead Sea is not black in color. And then okay, then maybe blue lor. Blue water is also not blue. The sky is blue. You see the sea blue because it's a reflection of the sky. And then you see Singapore, Malaysia, the sea is greenish in color. Why green? Because the water, there's a lot of microorganics, micro something, which is the active micro something, which is greenish in color. That's why our sea is green. Okay, so now the problem is water got no color. You can take the color of all the cool colors. It can be, you know, but why black? Who say black? Who say blue? Who say green? None of them is correct. Water is transparent. Then what else we have? We have 3 metal. Yeah, then we left metal. So what color is metal? Metal is white. Who tell you metal is white? Copper is copper color lah. What color is copper? Copper is yellowish. Xiao liao. Looks like warm color again. Yeah, metal. What color is gold? Gold is metal, right? The best representative of metal is gold. And in Chinese, the 5 element metal is called jing. Jing is gold. So it's jing se is gold color. Gold color is what? Is warm color. Gold color look just like shit color. I mean the you know, it looks like the yellowish color. That's why we call yellow gold. And yellow is close to fire, is close to earth, and is close to wood. Xiao liao, all the 4 elements is the same color. So then, and then we have 4 colors that look identical, and then we got 1 color that actually got no color. So you tell me, how do you differentiate colors? How do you put colors into the 5 elements? It's really up to individual perspective, I tell you. Really. Because 4 of the element is the same color, and 1 element got no color. That's the 5 elements for you. Yeah, so basically, whoever that start to talk about color, which is not stated in the books, okay, no ancient scholars or masters ever talk about colors. Okay, this is really, I would say it's a pop feng shui. Yeah, because the 4 elements got same color, and 1 element got no color. Okay, so yeah, I don't believe in color out of the window. So this is a 5 debunk that I want to share today. I hope you guys enjoy it. Questions? Any questions so far? I wear colors that match my skin tone. Oh, so you become invisible. Oh, no, so you become naked. Yeah, skin tone, then you look naked. I can't imagine wearing gold dressing. Very luxurious for dinners, yeah, for those very high class dinner. All right, any questions so far? I hope you guys enjoy my TNT. You know, there's also I also heard some feedbacks that they said they don't like to join my live session because live session have to wait for me to finish my topics for 1.5 hours. They like to watch my replay. For those that are watching this in my replay, because this is going to stay in the replay for 30 days. Those of you, you know yourself, you are now watching this on the replay. Please lah, join my live stream somehow, sometimes say hi to me, ask questions. More fun because I got a lot of followers actually watch this in replay. why they like to watch replay? Because they can rewind and forward and fast forward and slow down and so forth. And then they need to take notes. Sometimes they cannot catch, they can rewind back. It's good. I'm happy that you watch my replay. That's why I got like additional few hundred replays every time after I finish my TNT. But my TNT normally will have about 100 viewers. That means I will see about 100 plus live. But those that comment are about 10 of your but every time I see the statistics, it's about 100 plus viewers. Okay, unique viewing ID. Do come and say hello. Okay, you can do both ma. You come in to say hello, ask some question, and then if you really miss it, you then go and watch replay lah. Yeah, then you do your notes, then share it out to your friends. Okay, for more people. Do mention my name so that people know that I actually say words of wisdom. Okay, yeah, make me proud, make me do like and share, more people to know me. End of the day, I do all this sharing not because of money, just because I want to be famous. Yeah, I want to be known. I want people to come to me and say thank you to me that my sharing helped them. Then I will feel good. That's exactly what I want. Yeah. Okay. Thanks for debunking. All right. If no more question, I think that's it for the day. Join me next week, same time, same channel, for more interesting topics. Yeah. All right. No question. If not, then I will say goodbye. All good. No question. I hope you guys enjoy. Okay. Goodbye then. Bye. See you next week.